So for the next couple of nights, it's going to be fairly cold. They're saying a low of 8. Some apps are saying a low of 6. There's a few places in the area that are supposed to go down to 0. So I'm going to take all my plants from out here and I'm going to put them in my shop over there. Just on top of the plywood for now. And I'll close up the door because when it goes down below 10, the app might say that because the weather station is a ways away. They're just guessing, and sometimes we do end up with a frost. There was a couple days where I had good scares, but it was just thick dew, thank goodness. So yeah, I'll get those moved over. Well, I got everything except for the tomatoes moved, which I'll do that next. And everything's safe and sound in here. And it's getting dark already, so there we go. I didn't know I can turn the light on while I'm filming. I learned something new. How about that? Look at the fig leaves coming in. Woohoo! Don't realize there's this many bugs around until you have a camera with a light. Wow, is there ever lots of bugs. The bougainvillea and the pomegranates and such can actually take a frost. And actually the succulents can get cold too. I'm just not sure about everything. The pomegranates for sure. I know they can take a frost. I let them go completely dormant outside last year and never had an issue. They came right back inside the house. But as you can see, I have a lot of weeding to do and a lot of other stuff I want to do with them. So I figured if I bring them in, I can kind of clean everything up as I put it back out. They're going to be in here for 2 nights. At least. Maybe more. So we'll see how that goes. And I really got to do something with my big boy over there. Wow, is there ever a lot of bugs? That's crazy. I would not know they're there without this light. Yeah, I got to do something with my big boy here. And get them back in the house. It is absolutely time to start getting stuff back in the house. But I gotta clean out the room first. So what I'm gonna do is my shop door is attached here. There we are. And That way, if we do come close to having a frost, mom babies are protected. Ow. And because I'm vertically challenged, or a people McNugget as I like to say, I have these nifty rods installed here. So I can bring the zippers down because there's no way I'm reaching them from the ground. Just an idea for any of you that are in the same situation as me, where you can't reach. These are just coated metal, like sticks to hold up plants, house plants and stuff. You can buy from the dollar store or wherever. Well, it's the next morning. And it said a low of 8, but it actually went down 3 or lower. You can see it's pretty frosty looking. I don't know if it was an actual frost, but I'll have to look on the thermometer and see how cold it got. Sure looks like it was a frost, though. Pretty big dew. But everything will be just fine in here. Somewhat makes its own microclimate. Watch your tail, you. Have a drink. Sorry about that. Sort of makes its own microclimate in here. At least it'll keep the frost off. And you can see there's nothing on the leaves, which is good. So it's going to be a few nights in here, and it's supposed to warm back up again, but I'm not really sure if it will or not. Can never really trust the weather apps. One-handed zippering. There. And I'll open them back up later. But yeah, it sure did get frosty. Let me get my thermometer out of the trailer and we'll see what the temperature is out here. Still in there. The temperature inside the trailer, it went below 10, so we'll just plop it out here and see where it goes. Yeah, that was inside the trailer. It's dropping down. But the phone said it went a low of 3 on the app, even though it was supposed to be a low of 8. So, craziness. That's why we be careful. It's always like that here, and anything below 10 could equal a frost in this area. So, take all the precautions you can. All colors are starting to. Yeah. It's time to clean out the plant rooms. So it's now 11:30 and in the bright sunlight we're pushing, what is that, 30? 25? That's 25. 26. My line of sight is way down here, so, you know, I'm just a people McNugget. Well, yesterday and the day before, I spent lots of time down in our septic system, putting in a new float for the sewage pump. Real fun job. I definitely don't recommend doing that. It stinks. So we had a frost in quite a few different places in our area here. Yes, I just put the puppy out here so that I could film the video without tripping over him. Right, Gunner? Yes, you're a good boy. Yes, you are. So we'll check the thermometer over here in the shade. And we are almost up to 20 in the shade. Look at that. Not too shabby. Yeah. That's good. So, well, let's take this with us here. And we'll go check what the temperature is inside. Whoop, I tripped over the dog. Inside the shelter here. Probably pretty warm in here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's nice in here. I wish the house was this warm. Oh, look at that. So, I'm going to be keeping everything in here for a few nights. We're supposed to get a few nights of colder areas. I just love the cute little flowers on these little pest plants. They're adorable. But everything's doing well here. And I'm super glad I brought them in. I was looking through all the posts on Facebook from people in my area, and we got a lot of frost in a lot of areas around Thunder Bay, the other side of Thunder Bay. Look at that. It's warming right up. Oop. Oh, I should fertilize again since I have them in here. But there's going to be a lot of work to do. Because now I have to get these ready to bring in the house. There's no way around it. I don't think we got any really stretch of outdoor growing left now for these guys. There are some that will be staying out to go dormant and whatnot, like my spruce, and I don't know if I'll let the pomegranates go dormant this year. I did last year. Some of these pomegranates, like, it's absolutely amazing. You get ones like this, not to change the subject, but you get ones like this, like the leaves are very small. Not like my big one there. The leaves are a bit bigger on that one because I let it grow out. But you get some, these are all from the same plant. They're all from seed. And you get some with neat leaves like this, completely different color. Let me just zoom in a little bit here so you can see this stuff better. And then all of a sudden you get ones like this with these little micro leaves. Like, how cool is that? I've got a few like that. This is how small, these are just regular pomegranates. You can get the leaves so small on them. It's absolutely amazing. Just these little micro leaves. Like, look at that. Let's see if I can zoom in a bit more so that they clear up. Like, you can see how small these are. And that's not just grown out. These are the leaves. Imagine what you can do with some of these. It's crazy. Every single seed produced a completely different plant. Craziness. Anyway, what was I saying? I got a lot of work to do. I really got a lot of work to do. So I have to clear out the room to get these guys back in the house. And I have to do that, like, now. With all the frosts and everything. So there's going to be a lot of videos coming out. And I'll try and keep some shorter ones. So I'll try and do individual ones for each individual plant. And then just post them short. Like me. I'm short. Yeah, so I guess I'll get this thing lifted up. To unzip it here. I don't know if it'll roll up real nice like it did last time. It might. Okay, well, this is a two-handed operation. And my stand is inside. So, yeah. That's the update. What's the temperature at in here now? It's cooling off now that I've got the door open, but we're over 20 in here. That's good. Very good. Good for working. We are due for another cold night. And the temperature... Oh, come on. Reflection? The temperature in here is already dropping. So, I made sure everything was watered. And it's time to close the door. We will most likely get another frost tonight. Let's see if I can undo it with one hand. Oopsie. There we go. I've knocked everything over. Batten down the hatches. Come on, hatches, batten down. Oops, sorry. I smacked you. Oh, goodness. Oh, how often I zip these down. Alright. One hatch battened down. Oop, my fingers are in the way. Why do my fingers always do that? Alright. Plants will be safe from the frost. The other ones are in the trailer, so I know that they're okay. Still gets cold in there, but no frost. Yep, we did indeed have another frost. So it's 7:30 in the morning now, and I was out last night about 2:30 a.m. with the dog. Ooh-wee. She's frozen. Look at that ice. I don't know if you can see it. Look at that ice. Yep. Definitely a frost. Oh boy, good thing I covered everything. Look at that. Yep. Let's go see what the temperature is inside here. Crack it open a little bit. And I'll go and see the temperature over here. Yeah, colder than yesterday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 already at 7:30, but the sun's up and yeah. Yeah, I gotta get these guys inside.